Dun 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 dun.
Hi guys, it's Burke Chou, and I'm here to take you on an adventure to see how the president's powers have changed over U.S. history. The founding fathers were afraid of anarchy and monarchy, so they created the Constitution in such a way to stop this from happening. Marty McFly gave me his time machine, so I'm going to go back in time and see how the presidents changed their powers. First, we're going to go talk to Andrew Jackson. Let's go! Oh man, I hope this works. Let's go time travel! Ah! Hey guys, I traveled back to 1837. I'm here to talk to this president. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States. The presidents before me, they didn't feel like they had to use the presidential veto for political reasons, but I decided, since the Congress members were clearly not doing what the country wanted, that I would use the presidential veto to stop their bills from being passed. Not just for constitutionality reasons, but because I did not think that that was the right. Well, one example is when the U.S. Congress tried to renew the U.S. National Bank, and I decided to veto this bill, which caused the National Bank to die and collapse, which helped my cause to get rid of the National Bank.
Ah! Hey guys, I traveled forward to 1865. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, President Abraham Lincoln, took a much more active role in shaping military strategy. I took a first-hand approach by consulting with General-in-Chief Winfield Scott. Previously, no other presidents had made use of the vagueness of the Article 2 of the Constitution. I took advantage of this by blockading the South during the Civil War. Sorry about that, Burke. I just had to go slay some vampires. Now, I also suspended habeas corpus during the Civil War, which meant that one could go to jail without going to trial first. And by passing the Emancipation Proclamation, I freed the slaves in the South without congressional approval. Now, before, Congress was always doing push-through legislation and a lot afterwards, but me, I made sure I got stuff done.
Hey guys, I traveled forward to 1945, and here we are with this president. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, Burke, my name is Franklin Roosevelt, and the power of the president changed or evolved in a couple different ways while I was President of the United States. I actually served 3 terms as President of the United States. After my 3rd term, Congress ratified the 22nd Amendment, which formally limited the president to 2 terms. Before my administration, Congress had often chosen to ignore the agendas of the president. However, because I served my time during the Depression, and there was a lot of public outcry against the Depression, Congress chose to come and support my presidential programs.
Food.
Please,
I need food.
money for the poor. For these good people, I pushed the 100 days, which was a period of 100 days during which Congress approved my agenda by passing an incredible 15 separate bills, which together form the basis of the New Deal. Several of the programs created during those 100 days are still around in the federal government of your time.
Hey guys, it's Burke, and I traveled back to 1921, and I'm here to talk to this president. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Woodrow Wilson, and the power of the president expanded a lot during my presidency. It was I, right after my re-election in 1916, but well before our country's entry into World War I, who sought legislation to suppress disloyalty. I requested that Congress give the president absolute authority to censor the press in the event of war, to make it a federal crime to promote the success of America's enemies, and to close the mail to any material that was deemed of a treasonable or anarchistic manner. The power I requested was absolutely necessary to the public safety. After our country entered the war, Congress passed the Espionage Act of 1917, which incorporated much of what I asked for.
I hope Burke doesn't notice that we stole his time machine. Now that those hooligans have stolen my time machine, I'm stuck in 1921. I guess now all I can do is reflect on what's happened. It seems like after times of crisis and war, that's when the presidents decide to expand their powers the most. We've visited some presidents, but these are only the most important ones. Thanks for watching!